Alright guys, so this is a Patreon request from Gordon Rajani, who asked me to do a Owl House Helluva Boss crossover. A very interesting one. So let's get started. So the story begins... Basically, the story begins with Octavia, who has essentially gone through another fight been caught in a fight with, between Stolas and Stella. So Octavia, upset, grabs... not the grimoire this time, she grabs a different book. And this book is supposed to send her to a different world, because this time Octavia's like, I don't want anyone to come look for me, and I'll go to a world they won't find me in. So she finds a world, and it leads her to the Boiling Isles. So she gets transported there. Stolas finds out, and he's immediately freaking out again, because the problem is that when that spell is used, it has like a reset time. So there's like and when he goes to IMP for help. They're like, oh, it's fine if it's a reset time. Like, how long is it? He said 3 years. Oh. So what do you want us to do? And Stella's like, obviously go get her. And he's like, well, we don't know how to get there if the spell takes a long time. There's no way we can theoretically go get her. So what do you want us to do, man? So Stolas is like, fortunately there is a little help, because we have someone in the Boiling Isles. So it turns out that Stolas is aware of the Boiling Isles because there's a reason for it. Because he's connected to someone there, and that someone is Ida. Ida's always said, Ida basically turns out that she is the High Priestess of Stolas. Stolas is her patron demon, who actually taught her how to basically learn the potion, learn which potion would stave off the owl beast from the curse. So she summons Stolas to try to get rid of it, and he's like, I can't get rid of that thing, but I can help you mitigate it. In exchange, you get to be my high priestess. I get to be your patron demon. So what happens is that Stolas contacts Ida, and she's like, oh my lord, what's up? Hey, I got a new harpy form. Cool, right? Cool, yeah, totally cool, right? Is there something I can help you with? He's like, my daughter's missing, go get her. And she's like, right away. Because she's like, yeah, I know Stolas. Also, if you're wondering why the potion thing is kind of important, is because in demonology, Stolas was known for helping mortals make potions in alchemy. That was kind of part of his thing. He was also a demon prince of astrology and other things. So he was basically the demon guy who loved to teach human science in demonology. And you do see that in the show, that he's connected with stars and whatnot. So, I thought that would kind of add to the other thing. So Ida is like, okay, I gotta go find your daughter. And he's like, oh, you're not doing it alone. And he brings them Moxie, Millie, and Blitz, and Luna, and the four of them meet the members of the Owl House. This is I would say this is somewhere nebulously in season 2, where we still have the Boiling Isles before all that happened. So Hootie and Ida meet IMP. Meanwhile, King and Luz are out the market getting food, and that's where they meet Octavia, who's trying to get food for herself, but she doesn't have the money she has is no good here in the Boiling Isles. She didn't think about that, and a demon is about to just beat the shit out of her, and then Luz saves her, and they both run off, and they're like, so I've never seen one of you guys before, where are you from on the Boiling Isles? And she's like, I'm not, I'm from hell. And Luz is like, that's a good one, so you're from hell, that's amazing. Oh, you're being serious. Oh my god, there's a hell. Oh my god, that means I can go to hell. Luz has, because of course Luz would have it wouldn't be Owl House if Luz wasn't getting traumatized or having an existential crisis, so we gotta throw that in there too. So while King and Luz are hanging out with Octavia, Ida is basically trying to not kill Blitz and the others who are now looking for, well, at the same time dodging Bellows, who, after hearing the incident, he basically hears, like, there was an incident involving Ida's little kid and, her little human, but they were helping a little owl demon. And he's like, owl demon? So Bellows knows about Stolas, and he believes he could probably take the demon prince's power if he can kidnap his daughter. So he sends members of the coven. He sends the coven, the coven heads to go look for her and bring her back alive. So from there, we basically get two stories back and forth of Ida and IMP trying to find Octavia, while Octavia, King, and Luz are going on their own adventures, avoiding the Emperor's Guard and the Covenant heads as well, with Amity, Gus, and Willow helping as well. So Octavia actually gets to sit down and talk about her dad and her mom and all the problems going on there, and she's like, you're lucky you still have both your parents. My mom's still on Earth and my dad's gone, And they have this great conversation between the two of them, and eventually Octavia's like, yeah, this was stupid. I just need somewhere to go. And she's like, yeah, there's always somewhere to go, It's not, you're not wrong for wanting to get away from it. I can understand. I got away from my mom to do this, and I kind of regret it too. So if I could go back, I would, and try to fix things between us. You have that option. So, unfortunately, what happens is the guard takes Octavia, they take her back, and this becomes a full-on, everyone gets together to rescue Octavia from Bellows, who Bellows proceeds to just, when he encounters IMP and the others, they just get trounced by Bellows. And that's, however, when Stolas shows up, because Stolas, it's not like when Stolas saved IMP, to save his, boy toy, essentially. This is basically a father here to save his daughter, and as the old saying goes, there's nowhere more dangerous in an animal's path than between its kid. And Bellows learns that the hard way, where Stolas just wrecks Bellows in front of everybody. He gets Octavia back, and as a boon for Ida's assistance, basically what he does is give kind of a power boost to Ida. Like, when her harpy forms, she's actually, like, he doubles her strength and speed. He gives her, like, a little juice to it. So now she's a lot stronger now. So there you go. I'd like to thank Gordon Rajani for this story. This was pretty fun. And yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of it. And as always, if you'd like to have a Patreon request done yourself, just hit the link below. Head on over to my Patreon. And if you hit the 4th tier, you can send me a request for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.